Hello, this is Linda Vettrus-Nichols, and do I have an amazing woman to introduce you to, Bhavana BP. Welcome, Bhavana.
Thank you so much, Linda. I'm honored to be on this talk with you.
Say your name for me.
Bhavana.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. I usually slaughter it for you. Well, welcome anyways, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, right? All right, so you're way over in India and I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. This is so much fun to have friends all over the world, isn't it?
Oh, that's such a fantastic thing, right? This internet.
Yes. All right, so tell us a little bit about your soul journey, if you will, your story of transformation.
Right. So ever since I was a small kid, I've had this deep conversations with my dad, and that's how I've grown up. And yet at one point in time, there's this wave of transformation that occurs in most people's lives, right? So one such a thing was in 2018, when I had a series of events that shaped me the way I am today.
Okay.
One after the other. So there wasn't any gap for me to understand what was happening at a point in time. So that made me think deeply about who I am and what my purpose is and what journey am I having on this planet of ours. So yeah, that was quite shattering, in most ways.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, in a lot of ways, it was deep, and it made me understand myself
Right.
better than ever before.
To lose your father, you're saying?
Yes, one was to, get out of job, one thing. And then I lost a very dear friend of mine. We had a great soul connection between us,
Mm-hmm.
and that connection kind of drifted away.
Oh, yeah.
Then after that, there was the event of death, right? So all these three things, one after the other, there was a lot of emotional turmoil.
Right. It does. It
And I
forces you
call it,
to... Go ahead.
yes.
Forces you right down
Yes,
there, doesn't it?
yes, that's right. And at one point, I just couldn't make out what was happening to me. I was just, um, just moving and not understanding what life had to offer at
Okay.
that point in time. Yeah.
So then what shifted you and leading you to what you're doing now?
Right. So after that, there was a lot of deep thinking within me. And I had to understand why I was feeling the pain that I was feeling, why I was acting the way I was, because there was a
Right.
lot of pent up anger. Uh, there was a lot of things. There was a lot of negativity in me, which came forth, and I kind of just allowed it to pass because I
Okay.
felt it. I felt each and every one of those emotions, and then uh, I did not want to force it away from me. So
Uh-huh.
I took it all in, and that made me question, who am I?
Hmm.
And there's this one movie, and everybody knows about The Lion King, right? I was
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie. So
Me too.
I was 6 years old when it was released, and I watched it with my dad. And it has such a deep impact on me. And the only question that kept coming to my mind at the point in time was, remember who you are.
Right.
And that was profound for me. And I
Mm-hmm.
started questioning, why am I here? What am I doing here? And what is my journey all about? What is
Right.
it that this pain is trying to teach me?
Nice. I love it. And what was it?
Yes. So I understood some deep, dark secrets about myself.
Okay.
And during that journey, I felt that these experiences that I've had have taught me one very, very great thing, that you should always set boundaries, healthy boundaries, without too much of an involvement with uh, the mundane things that happen. And then you have to love yourself first before you actually love someone else.
Right?
Yeah. And so that created a lot of healthy atmosphere around me when I started understanding that. And it gave me more confidence, and my self-worth and esteem also increased because of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Ah, and you have a little girl, don't you? So you were able to like
Oh,
pass, yeah, that love of self and higher self-worth and self-esteem on. So
yes.
it's great to do that in your work because it creates such a beautiful legacy for our children, right?
Yes, yes, and it's good. We probably learned it the hard way, and after so many years, right? And it's good. But once we've learned and understood what it is about,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to pass it on to them at an early age.
Right?
Right.
Well, it reminds me of the movie The Wizard of Oz, and Dorothy, goes on this long, arduous journey, and it's just the journey back to self. And Glenda the Good Witch is like, you had it in you all the time, right? So it's like
Right.
it was a wake up. She was asleep, right? She got knocked in the head. She fell asleep, and then she wakes back up, and she's back home, and she's a completely different
The
person
purpose.
now, right?
Yes, yes, that's a wonderful way that you put it. That's a
Yeah,
great example, actually.
I
We
love
all
it.
we all have it in ourselves.
Yeah, and it's cute because you said you saw The Lion King at 6, and my mother saw The Wizard of Oz at 5.
Wow.
She really freaked out about those monkeys, man. And talk about memory. She takes me to the zoo at, I don't know, 15 months or something. I was still in a crib, and then I had a wicked nightmare that monkeys were all over my crib, and
Oh,
right? And so I was holding her fear, her cellular memories that monkeys, will take you away, right? And it's really interesting how that works too. I'm writing my memoir, and that's
oh, that's
definitely
great.
one of the stories in there. It's like, it's not my shit, Mom, it's yours.
I would love to read that.
Oh, yes, of course. That would be awesome. I'd love your feedback. All right, my dear, thank you so much. I always love chatting with you.
My pleasure completely.
Bye-bye.